Comfort is expensive, not because comfort itself is harmful, but because it quietly slows progress and replaces intentional growth with passive maintenance. Comfort makes the present feel acceptable, even when the future requires improvement, and removes the urgency that often drives discipline, adaptation, and better financial decisions. When life feels stable and predictable, there is less internal pressure to strengthen income sources, improve financial structure, or build resilience against uncertainty. Comfort encourages acceptance, and acceptance, when unexamined, can quietly delay progress for years. Financially, comfort encourages spending over investing, convenience over discipline, and lifestyle expansion over structural security. Each upgrade, a larger home, more subscriptions, more convenience, or higher recurring obligations, creates new financial commitments that quietly increase dependency on continued income. These commitments rarely feel restrictive in the moment because they are introduced gradually, often as rewards for progress. But over time, they reshape your financial structure. They increase the minimum income required to sustain your life, reduce flexibility, and limit your ability to respond calmly to change. Comfort prioritizes immediate satisfaction, while wealth prioritizes long-term independence. Immediate satisfaction feels real, visible, and emotionally rewarding. Structural security, on the other hand, is quiet and invisible. It does not produce instant emotional feedback, but it produces something more valuable over time. Stability, flexibility, and control. Fragile comfort depends on constant income, stable conditions, and uninterrupted performance. Sustainable comfort, by contrast, is built on margin created through savings, disciplined investing, controlled expenses, and systems that reduce dependency. Fragile comfort disappears quickly when income is disrupted. Sustainable comfort survives interruptions because it is supported by structure rather than momentum. Comfort also affects behavior in subtle ways. It reduces experimentation, reduces learning, and reduces adaptation. When things feel comfortable, there is less incentive to improve skills, diversify income sources, or prepare for uncertainty. This creates hidden vulnerability. Systems that appear stable on the surface may actually be fragile underneath. When disruption eventually arrives, as it always does through market shifts, industry changes, health events, or economic cycles, those without structural resilience experience stress, urgency, and reduced options. Urgency forces reactive decisions, and reactive decisions are often expensive. Wealth builders understand this dynamic and behave differently. They do not reject comfort entirely, but they delay it strategically. They understand that comfort is safest when it follows strength, not when it replaces it. They focus first on building financial foundations that create independence. They build savings that create margin. They build investments that create future stability. They build income systems that reduce reliance on a single source. They keep fixed expenses manageable, not because they lack ambition, but because they value flexibility. Flexibility is one of the most powerful forms of financial strength. It allows patience. It allows choice. It allows calm decision-making during uncertainty. Without flexibility, even high earners can feel trapped by their obligations. Comfort becomes expensive when it increases dependency faster than stability. Every fixed expense increases the level of income required to maintain your life. Every commitment increases the consequences of income disruption. Over time, this creates invisible pressure. This pressure limits freedom, even when income is high. True financial freedom is not defined by how much you earn, but by how little you are required to maintain. When your expenses are controlled, your dependency is reduced. When your dependency is reduced, your freedom increases. This creates calm. Calm improves judgment. Better judgment improves financial outcomes, creating a positive cycle of stability and control. Comfort, when chosen intentionally and at the right time, is not the enemy. Sustainable comfort is one of the rewards of discipline, but comfort becomes dangerous when it arrives before structure is strong enough to support it. Comfort without structure creates fragility. Comfort with structure creates stability. Wealth builders understand this difference and master the timing of comfort. They allow comfort to enter their lives gradually, ensuring it never compromises their independence or resilience. In the end, the goal is not to avoid comfort entirely, but to ensure that comfort never controls your financial structure. Comfort should be supported by strength, not supported by hope. Real wealth is built by protecting flexibility, controlling commitments, and building systems that remain stable even when conditions change. Comfort becomes truly valuable only when it is supported by independence, not dependency. Because the most powerful form of comfort is not convenience, it is knowing that your life does not depend on perfect conditions to remain stable.